critic, that ain't protocol.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Met Football on EA Sports. And the New York Jets taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time midseason with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wilson on the hookup to Davis. First down, Jets.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Harris running straight ahead. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down. On the give, this is Harris. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Folks' kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On second down, a run with Carter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Again, it's Robinson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Among the many backs used by New York last season, none performed as well as Carter, their 4th-round rookie. He went over 630 yards and scored 4 touchdowns while working through multiple injuries. He's really positioned himself to be one of the faces of the Jets offense moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Robinson on a give right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carter straight ahead. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. Gets around him. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
First down grab there by Tyler Conklin, and he's a big part of the rebranding of the tight end position in New York. The Jets brought in multiple starters at that position, and Conklin, he's coming off a career best year in Minnesota. 61 catches in his first season as a starter.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Back to the ground with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Jones on 1st down, fighting through pressure. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, and caught by Henry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now. Off play action. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive with a handoff to Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On first down, Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 22 yards for Damian Harris. And the Patriots are able to move back in front. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Open man here is Conklin. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken in at the 3, and able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wilson steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground with Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. They go play action now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and it's going to tie us at 13. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
New England's offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On the give, this is Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run with Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards there on a first down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. A give to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch? I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, here's Carter. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Folk's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson buying time to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Stevenson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Again, Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Wilson to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Stevenson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On second down, it's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.